Hello. My movie review was on the 2004 film The Motorcycle Diaries, directed by Walter Salles and starred actor Gael Garcia Bernal, who played Ernesto Guevara, aka Che Guevara. So this movie is about young Che Guevara embarking on a 8,000-mile journey through Buenos Aires, Argentina to Venezuela with his buddy Alberto. So the movie starts out with Alberto convincing Ernesto to go on a trip with him on his Norton 500. After Ernesto agrees with Alberto to join him on his endeavor, they say goodbye to their loved ones and families and get on their way. As they're hitting the countryside, you notice the beautiful Argentinian landscape with the snow-capped mountains in the back, and you also notice the lush green plains at the base of the mountain. The scene that really paved the way for the rest of the movie was when Alberto was driving a motorcycle and he loses control and he crashes into a ditch and the bags fly everywhere, and Ernesto particularly scrambles to this one bag, and you notice that there's a puppy inside, and they didn't show that in the previous scenes, and Alberto was really baffled why we would have a puppy with him, and Ernesto said that it was for his girlfriend, and they both start arguing, and I thought it was really funny, and like I said before, it really paved the way for the rest of the movie. On their journey to different destinations, they always have beautiful backdrops of snow-capped mountains, lush green fields, rural areas, and it really captures the beauty of the countryside in Argentina. One scene that really stood out to me is when they were in San Martin de los Andes, Argentina. There were beautiful Andes mountains with snow-capped mountains in the background, and you could tell those mountains were really huge. These two guys really did not have a concrete plan as to how they were going to get around. They just knew where they wanted to go, but they really did not have a plan and how to get there. These two don't really have any money or none at all. The only money they have is 15 US dollars that Ernesto's girlfriend gave him just in case he went to the US to buy her a bathing suit. It was quite clever how they managed to get food. One of them being using their educational background in medicine to pretend that they were high official doctors from Argentina on a mission to find cures throughout different regions in South America. Los Angeles, Chile was a resting place of the Norton 500 motorcycle. From there on out, it was hitchhiking and walking to get to their new destinations. The whole time up to this point, the cinematic background was mainly luscious green grass fields and snow-capped mountains. Then there is a scene where Ernesto gets a letter, and we do not know what it says officially, but we have an idea it's from his girlfriend. I think the director did very well picking the next scene. It shows Ernesto, you could clearly tell he is bothered or mad, and he's walking through the desolate Chilean desert. And I think he tried to relate the hardship of Ernesto's reality with the hardship of their environmental reality together, and I think that scene was a perfect match. As he continues his journey, he realizes how indigenous native people have been oppressed and kicked out of their land by major corporations. And the movie doesn't really get into depth of how Ernesto became Che, but you could clearly see the moments where it became clear to him that he was not going to come out this journey the same man. Ernesto and Alberto make their way to Machu Picchu, Peru, and then to a leper colony where they spend the majority of their time there helping the sick. Eventually, they make a raft and go upstream on the Amazon to Venezuela, where Alberto finds a job and stays there, and Ernesto returns to Argentina. In conclusion, this movie had it all for me. It had adventure, motorcycles, and beautiful landscapes. Definitely makes me want to go out and do these things as well. I think it's an awesome movie. I highly recommend it, and it definitely shows the beauty of South America.